Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Ningen Fushin, episode 10. And once again, very enjoyable episode. Once again, I'll put as also another 10 out of 10 episode, I would say. First of all, this was all once again was like a little focused more on Zem because each one of our characters so far the series had their own little moments, right? I mean, first we get a little backstory with Curran. Next other one with Tiana. We got a little bit like also in this episode. We got a little bit of like what back with Nick when he was a kid training, but it's also this most on Zem because the whole thing they're dealing with the whole thing with catching this stepping man, right? Once they found after the ending of the episode where the last episode where Olivia where she just goes and just rockets through the roof, right, and disappears. They're trying to think if she's a stepping man or not though, and then we found that the girl that Zem saved, her mom comes in, which she turns out she's a legendary adventurer as well, and she's like this very like I will say a buffed up mom, you can say. And this buffed up mom was also a legendary adventurer as well, and she was on the hunt for Step Man, but failed though. But getting more back with Zen because we get this little a nice moment where it's a very tragic moment actually because he's having this nightmare where back when he was in jail, right, because he had the beard, and he keeps on in his dream. He keeps on saying, "Save me, save me, save me!" Right? Please save me. And then he wakes up, and he wakes up in the exact same position where how he was. He feels like when he was in that small jail cell, and he's having trouble, if it's with his reality or if he's back in his own world or in the same nightmare then, because of all that false accusation done to that piece of crap little girl, just basically ruined his life. So it has messed him up severely, right? And so, but we'll get back more on Zim because they want to talk more about with the girl's mom, where they want to help train to catch this stepping man. Where they have this try to do this method of how to attack with a light body and then a heavy body, right? So she has trained Nick, trained lightly, So like first it's just like have him jump on clotheslines, and then until finally he's able to do it, right? Jumping on other from clothesline to clothesline. She has them drink this mushroom soup. I guess this gives an ability I guess for enhancing your magic abilities, I guess, and then we have a more they encounter this so-called step man again though, right? But they wish Nick's thought was Olivia, but it turns out it's not though. And the mother, the buffed up mother, says they there's a because they said that there's a certain tool. They think it's called an illusion gem, whatever, right? So Nick goes and see Leon, who's still in jail, ask if you know about this thing, right? Can make it like an illusion type of thing. And it works. If you see this person who you think it is, you have to say the name correctly. But he said her name though, but it didn't work though. And then then with Zem, right? Well, not yet because they find because they run into Olivia again, which turns out she was like originally a stepping man, right? But it's been someone else has been doing it, and we see her to like bend this whole rail guard, and then she goes and bends it right back up perfectly straight. So I don't know if she's just using magic or that's just sheer strength, right? So, but she wants to go along with and to find because they want to investigate this corpse of this girl because remember that they've been kidnapping children, so they found a body of a girl, so they want to see her corpse and examine it. They're looking at the girl's dead body, and they're finding something weird about it because it looks like nothing looks off right, but but when they roll her over, they find a little speck of a gem, which was that illusion magic tool that they were talking about. And once it was broken, more stuff reveals on the girl's body, like a burn mark on her left arm, and there was a mole on her neck. Right, it was like supposed to hide all these little features that make it seem like there's something wrong with the body. Right, and they find info on this girl. It turns out she's been dead. She was missing for a month, and like a daughter of a blacksmith. So, and then you get this whole thing with Zem because the girl says that when she calls her master, her mom's like, why you call him white master? And it's like, oh yeah, because I'm one of his disciples. But remember what Zem said in the last episode is that he can't be near her. He cannot get near her, or because he basically he tells her a bit of the story, right, about what happened to him, like because years ago, because he can't be around children because first of all, of course, that terrible thing that girl did to him, right, the false accusations, but also second thing, whenever he's around, especially little girls, he gets all, it's like schizo, and it's not schizophrenia though, but he just gets very nervous and just kind of just reminds of what happened, and it's like it's making him hard. It's like hard for him to breathe and all that, and I mean, it has nothing to do what she did, what this girl's done, though. But he just is in general nervous around girls because of what happened, and how badly it scarred him for his life, And but the fact that she did save him from, he saved her from the Seven Men from previously. Maybe that means that it's like a first step to breaking out that shell that shell of his, that's been haunting him haunting him for his life, for most of his life, right? So maybe it's that first step of it, right, to break out of that shell, you can say. And then the mother says, "Oh, you married you." Because he thought that she was like a lover, right? And the daughter says, "No, it's not like that, I'm just a student." But remember, he said he has to wait 15 years. Zem said to her, "You have to wait like 15 years," and it's like, oh, shame, But 15 years, she'll be a nice woman. So you get all these fun moments, and then, but then they come to realize they're starting to put some pieces together, and Zem figures out who might be the new Steppen man, and that's how it ends. It ends with him not saying a name or anything. But if I had my suspicions, because the person is a tall person, so if I have my suspicions, it has to be that priest we saw from the previous episode in that garbage alley, or in the boonies, whatever. Or the garbage alley, I would say. They met this one priest, right? He said, "Oh, who hasn't heard of the Steppen Man?" And he kind of like paused for a moment. He says, "Nope, I haven't heard of him." I have my suspicions that this priest is the Steppen Man. Now, whether he was doing this for good or for bad or whatever, why he's kidnapping all these children, who knows? So, but that's my suspicion. I suspect that it's the priest that they met in that garbage alley. So, but Zem says they know who it is, but it ends with him not saying anything. But this episode was very fun, Like you said, the buffed up mom, I thought she was like a 10 out of 10 character all on her own, I mean, some of these character designs I liked, Especially it was like, okay, seeing this, the daughter that Zem saved, her mother was a legendary adventurer, and she's like, oh, kind of like in great shape and all that. Although she had a cane though, because she was in the hospital that the daughter said, so she had a cane with her, one of those things you put in your arm and you walk with it, right? So she was still recovering though, but other characters on this mom I liked, and just like making it like Nick train on this how you train to make a body light, right, to move more swiftly, right, and straight on freaking clotheslines. He's jumping on clothesline to clothesline. And you do get a little flashback of Nick training when he was a boy, right, with the supposed leader that group he was in, until he kicked him out with her in the first episode, right? So, but we get a little. I like to see more of Nick's more when he was like before he was kicked out. But yeah, so the mom I liked, and with Olivia, like that strength of her, she just bends that whole guardrail, and then she can just lift it up, lift it up back up, and just let it straighten out with ease, like it's nothing. But the whole thing of this whole mystery of the Stepman, like what would that get dead girl's body? Why is it using that thing to hide all the features, make it seem like it's a normal dead body though, and all this little twist with this whole Stepman. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I like how this show has taken a direction of like a mystery, you know, a mystery of who is this person. So I thought it was kind of interesting for going from from different scenarios, right, and then to this weird mystery they're trying to solve here. A detective mystery in a way, which I like. Like I say, I like detective mysteries. Yay, Sherlock Holmes, prime example, right? but assuming that Zim seems to know who it is. He has a guess. He guesses who it is, but we have to wait to the next episode for that. But I suspect that it's that one priest that they met in that garbage alley. But episode 10 of Ningen Fushin, essentially we see more of how much of that those false accusations, like the falsely accused Zim, how much it's affected him. Like I said, how he's in that nightmare, how he's been spending in that cell back when he was in jail, and when he wakes up, he's in that exact same position how he was in that cell. You know, so that's how much badly it has affected him. You know. But yeah, even with the little girl, and how he tells that he blatantly tells about the girl that that she wants to train with him, right? He say, hey, it's not against you though, but I'm just apprehensive about being around girls because of what, you know, basically what happened to me, you know. So, but things like when he saved her earlier though, I guess that is a first step that's a first step, you know, to break out of that fear of that, right? So that was a nice thing too. So, but episode 10 I really did enjoy. You know, it was another really good episode. Like I said, this show I've been loving more and more. Now, like I said, it's not gonna be the best anime show of this year though. No, not yet though, because it's too early to say though. But still, I think it's been a very good show. I think a well-deserved 10 out of 10. One thing I've always been saying though, because like some of the animation, like the production, is not the best. A lot of people keep pointing out the production of this series. You know, is not quite up to snuff, you can say. But the animation of this, I'm not bothered by it. I don't think it's not. I mean, nothing is perfect though. But I don't see nothing wrong with the animation. I think the animation is fine as it is. I don't see nothing. It's not wonky or anything though. So I don't know. Sometimes people's problems when they say, "Oh, the production of this show is not as great," though. I mean, maybe I can understand though, but to me, there was something wrong with the animation. I think it's fine. I don't think it's not like top-notch animation like I saw in Chainsaw Man or My Dress Up Darling or The Devil's a Part-Timer Season 2 though. I would say I prefer the first season's animation though, but still, but like the animation, the quality animation of Chainsaw Man, for example. There you go. Or Spy Family. But I think the animation in this show is fine. I don't think it's not that bad, so it's fine for me. It doesn't bother me. But I had to put that because I had been meaning to bring them because people are saying, "Oh, the production of the show is not, is there." But to me, I don't see no problem with it. But anyway, that's episode 10. Another great episode I enjoyed. Can't wait to see how the reveal of the Steppin' Man. But yeah, another good episode. I really give a thumbs up for. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned and stay for the next episode review will be of Tomo-chan is a Girl. Later.